Hey there guys, today I'm going to be trying to put a Walmart CarPlay into a 2001 Mitsubishi Eclipse. So this CarPlay is the dual dash mount 7-inch touchscreen DMD7W. It comes with the power cord. The power cord does include a little slot for a USB port as well, so you're not losing that either. And it's pretty cool. So what I'm going to try to do is take out the radio and this little slot here to fit it in here. It should fit almost perfectly. Might have to do a couple modifications on something, but I'm going to try and fit it right in here and wire it to the speakers and then funnel the 12 volt to here. Right under here there's a gap here. First, what I'm going to do, start out by taking out this screw, and there's another one on the other side. They are both Phillips, and you're going to need a smaller screwdriver because a large one will get in the way of this one. Okay, I got those two screws out, so you can see here, no screw there. And you should just be able to pull this up pretty easily. And I do have to disconnect that for the hazard lights. Now you do have to be really careful with these bezels because they are made of just straight plastic, so they do tend to break kind of easily. So be careful while moving that around. I know that this bezel here took a little bit of wear. I don't know how it broke, but I came back from work one day and there was just a big gaping hole in it, and I had to get a replacement. So be careful with the plastics. You can tell I have some cracks and stuff on here. All right, guys, so now it just seems like I have to take out a few screws on either side for the brackets, but it shouldn't be all that hard. Should be pretty easy to get in and out. These go to the box, these go to the radio. Pretty easy. So I just found out to get these side ones off, especially for the radio, you need to get these out, and on the other side of this plate there are two more, so we gotta get those out too. So when you are removing these things, it is a great idea to be very careful on where you are trying to put your screws. Try and keep them organized, especially because there are different types, different sizes. Be careful how you are undoing them because they can fall through. Like, I got really lucky, this one fell through, went down there. And don't, like, I know it can be very tempting to just discard some things, right? Like this piece here, right? Don't, because one, you could probably sell it. Two, it could be used for something else. Like the radio, you could definitely sell probably pretty easily. So do not discard that. This may be, well, you could also use it for other things though, like a tray or something. But just don't get tempted by trying to sell some things or trying to throw away some things, even when you could sell them for some money or keep them if you're trying to sell the car in the future. Once you get that bottom piece out, get the radio pulled out. Don't pull it out too far because you don't want to mess up any wires or anything. And they're pretty easy to clip out. 4 different wires. Don't know what these do yet, but I'll look into them. These are a little bit harder. Just remember to push down on these tabs to kind of pop them out. But besides that, it's pretty easy. And be sure, just put your parts somewhere safe so they don't break, and just be careful with them. Before you do anything else, put them back in, put the brackets back in, so then you can at least see if the CarPlay fits. The worst thing that you could possibly do is put everything together, wire it all up, and find out it just doesn't fit. So make sure put the brackets in and the CarPlay fits before you do anything, because as long as it's not too big, then you should be fine, because there are always ways you can make it fit besides that. Mine has plenty of clearance, but it obviously does not line up with the brackets at all. So what I'm going to do is put the bezel over it to see if or at least how it looks with that, and to see if I can at least find some way to make this stable before I continue, because if not, then there are some things that I could do, like 3D print parts, or at least just putting some sort of adapter in there to make sure it actually fits. So as you can see here, it does fit, and honestly kind of flush. So what I'm thinking of doing is, once I get it all wired up, is to put some 3M foam tape on the CarPlay, so then I can connect it onto these sides here. But before you put everything else on, make sure the CarPlay works, like it can connect with the speakers and everything, and it works just fine. And also make sure you have everything how you want it. Don't act like, hey, your friends, they want you to do this. Don't act like they are the one doing it. You are the one doing it. Do it how you want it before continuing. So next thing that I did here, I just put the wire here to see how it would work, and to make sure that it wouldn't get pinched or hit by the bezel. And luckily it didn't. There's a gap in the bezel, so then you can connect wires or something. I think they may have, like, I don't know, predicted someone trying to wire something there, so they left that bezel there just in case, the little open spot. So that is a amazing way to turn on. I can see they have a USB type here, so then you can plug in your phone even while driving still. And there's always still the one in here for if you have passengers or something who need one. So for this part, what I need to do, I need to find out which wires go to the speakers. Is it this one? Is it one of these? Or is it this one? So I need to figure out which one goes to the speakers. I'm going to mark it with a Sharpie, so then I can obviously, you know, splice it into this one here. And that should be it. It should be pretty easy, hopefully. That's going to take me a little bit, but we will see. Hey there, so I have connected a couple things. So this is a microphone, I believe, so you can talk to Siri. So I need to clip this somewhere. I probably will clip it onto this wire here later. I'll see what I can do. But this cord here, that goes to this is, I believe, for GPS. So I can do that, and that's like for no CarPlay. That's just for the base model what it comes with. So if your phone's dead, you can still connect for GPS and stuff. Basically, this is the wire for the speakers. This is for both front and back. Now, this is also the connector for the speakers. So I'm trying to figure out if there's an adapter for this to USB-C, or to USB, not USB-C. From this to USB to plug in there. And also I still need to figure out something to go here to push this out a little bit. so it all fits in right. And now that we have this off, if you unscrew these, you can take this out, and you know that nasty airplane orange that it comes with base stock, you can change that out on some on the bulbs on the inside pretty easily. It's really easy to do, so it's not hard. It just takes a few minutes to do it. But just remember, keep everything where it's at. If you're trying to do that, like, don't try and change these while you're doing that. But besides that, it's pretty easy. Hey there, guys. So basically, for the USB to this, what I did, this is the male. So when wiring, the part that you plug into something is called the male. The thing that is receiving the plug-in is called the female. So the male plug-in here, I got a female to female plug-in adapter. So this will plug into the female, and then the female adapter has another adapter that is male to USB. So it will take, so this will plug into something, and then another adapter that looks just like this will plug into the other side of the adapter that this is plugging into, which will plug into that. But it's not going to come in for a few days. So for now, what I'm going to do is find something to rest against this, like kind of a backdrop for this to lay on, and I will put those links in the description so you can add them to your car if you want to, or you can try and take this back plate off and splice them into the speakers, but that could become a mess. But in the meantime, I'm just going to figure out something to rest this against and continue on, and should be pretty good. I'll let you know what happens. So now what I'm doing, I'm making this bracket that goes here with 2 pegs here, but not connected in the middle, because in the middle here there are wires, so it's connected like there and there, kind of out of wood right now. And then I will probably go back and 3D print it instead. That way not having wood in my car, it's gonna be bad. But before I put it all together, obviously you should probably clean some of this dust and just wipe down everything as best you can. Try and organize the wires a little bit, maybe, if you can. Yeah, just, and tighten the screws to where they're in pretty well. That's about it. I do have the adapters coming in soon, so they should work. I probably won't put that in the video. I'll just have those in on the side, but that is how you replace for CarPlay in a 2001 Mitsubishi Eclipse.